at it again. Another motorcycle trip. A little bit different this time though, with this pandemic situation. We're all staying inside and away from other people. So we won't be doing a long ride like to Alaska or Labrador or Iceland as usual. In fact, this is just going to be an afternoon ride in southern Indiana. Some of you may not realize there's some great roads here. So we're going to take this trike and show you a few of the roads in southern Indiana. When I plan a motorcycle trip, I like to choose a route that encompasses a variety of roads, from easy interstate to more challenging twisties. For you four-wheelers, twisties means fun, sharp curves. I also like to include some nice scenery. We're starting from the east side of Indianapolis, and I'm taking us around the city to the southwest via I-465. I'm looking for Indiana 37, the Martinsville exit. We will take this road southwest to where it connects to the new I-69. This section of road isn't bad, but we will have to deal with the traffic and stop signs till we hit the interstate. Eventually, when this section is complete, I-69 will create a more direct route from Evansville, Indiana, up through Indianapolis and through the state of Michigan, all the way to the Canadian border. Okay, we've come to I-69. Smooth sailing to our farthest point from Indy. From there, we'll look for more interesting roads to return home on. Meantime, let's sit back, turn on the cruise control, and enjoy the wind in our hair and the sound of my XM50s on 5 music. If you come this way, you can listen to whatever you want. Finally, our exit is coming up. Highway 50. We will head east toward the little town of Shoals, Indiana. There is something special I want you to see there. We ran along Route 50 through the towns of Campbellburg and Logotee to Shoals. Now this is Shoals we're coming into now. Shoals has a population of probably less than 1,000 souls. We will run through town staying on Route 50 until we reach the northeast edge of town. We're looking for a street sign on our left with the name Albright Lane. It is hard to spot. I would recommend you put the town name and Albright Lane into your GPS if you have one. Then just stay on Route 50 until it says you have arrived. You can see that going in our direction, these signs are hard to spot. What we want to see here is a sandstone monument similar to those in Monument Valley in the state of Utah, called Jug Rock. It is extremely rare to find one of these east of the Mississippi River. This one happens to be the tallest freestanding table rock, also called a mushroom rock, east of the Mississippi. Now don't go down that road that says no outlet. Park here along Route 50 and use the footpath. It is not that far of a hike, but the path is not very friendly. The view of the rock is worth it. Now don't be chicken. You can do it. I did it, and after all, I'm 80 years old, with sight only in one eye. I have a problem with depth perception climbing downhill. Going uphill is much easier for me. There it is, Jug Rock. Just imagine riding through Monument Valley in Utah, seeing giant monuments like this all around you, for as far as you can see in any direction. But that is a bit more than an afternoon ride from Indianapolis. Check out another one of my videos on YouTube named 2018 Rocky Mountains. Jug Rock is part of the Mansfield Formation laid down in the Pennsylvanian geological epoch, roughly 325 to 286 million years ago. Erosion along fracture lines separated it from a nearby cliff. There's a companion feature, House Rock, standing opposite Jug Rock, if you're willing to do a little more exploring here. This unusual rock feature gives its name to the team of nearby Shoals High School, Shoals Jug Rocks. The Jug Rock name, Roxer Boxer, is the school's mascot. Okay, back on the road in search of some fun roads to ride as we head back toward Indianapolis. We will continue northeast on Route 50 through the town of Bedford. I'm searching for Indiana 135, which we will take north. Unfortunately, we will have to navigate a detour, but that is okay. Just follow the detour until you get back onto the main road. Pretty neat roads, don't you think? We've entered Brown County and come to the little town of Story, Indiana. I love stopping here for a break and a quick cold one. Not today, though. We are still social distancing due to the coronavirus. This is a popular stop for motorcycle riders. This land was obtained in 1818 in the Treaty of St. Mary's, known as the New Purchase. The town encompassing the village of Story was opened to European settlement on September the 30th, 1809. The so-called 10 o'clock treaty opened 3 million acres to settlement, the boundary being a line running from Raccoon Creek on the Wabash River near Montezuma to Seymour, marked by a shadow cast at 10 a.m. each September 30th. The line passed through the heart of what would become this village of Story. Today the line is denoted by the Story Monument in the center of Story's village green. The village is named for Dr. George P. Story in 1851. After 1992, the town pretty much became a ghost town. The town was finally sold at sheriff's sale on February the 14th, 1999, to a Rick Hofstetter, an Indianapolis attorney and preservationist, and Frank Mueller, a German-born restaurateur. Story, Indiana is now a country inn, bed and breakfast, offering fine dining, catering, and accommodations. Lore has it that the second floor of the old general store, the Wheeler Hendrick General Store, was once a Studebaker buggy dealership where wagons and buggies were assembled. The store has been renovated into 4 quaint bed and breakfast accommodations, notably for their year-round occupant, the Blue Lady. The Blue Lady is a mythful, albeit innocuous, apparition with flowing white robes whose cheeky behavior has been observed by the Storian employees and recorded in guest books since the 1970s. The Treaty House, Doc Story's homestead, the Aura Wheeler homestead, the Carriage House, the Old Mill, the Pruitt Schultz house, and another circa 1930 house have each been tastefully and authentically renovated into guest cottages, many with kitchenettes and hot tubs. Story's old general store, replete with its creaky wooden floors, pot-bellied stove, and long retired Standard Oil Crown gas pumps out front, is now a celebrated gourmet restaurant, open year-round, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We have departed Story and are continuing on Indiana 135 to the north. Follow this until you reach Indiana 46. There are great roads ahead as you head back toward Indianapolis. However, maps that I've found don't seem to depict all the country roads. Even the ones shown don't seem accurate. When you reach Indiana 46, Indiana 135 turns left and follows 46 to Nashville, Indiana. At this intersection of 135 and 46, some maps show a country road continuing north. It does not exist. If you have a GPS, you might enter the town of Nineveh, Indiana, Nineveh. Following that route should take you past Princess Lakes and Camp Atterbury Military Reservation. Or, if time permits, you could continue on Indiana 46 to Nashville. Great place for drinks and snacks, or even dinner. If you want to explore on your own, then just turn left or right on Indiana 46 and pick the first country road going north. Continue following roads north or east. If I'm going north and have to make a turn, I choose an eastern direction. If I'm going east, I turn north as soon as I see an interesting road. If I go too far east, I'll hit US 31, which I can take north back to Indy. Going north will finally bring me to Indiana 252. Go east on 252 until you come to US 31. Follow that north to Indy, or if you prefer at Franklin, take 44 east and pick up I-65. Today's loop is about 320 miles, close to 7 hours. If you want a shorter trip, at least half the distance of this, you could simply run I-65 south to Franklin, Indiana, turn west on Indiana 44, follow it to Indiana 135, turn south on 135 and follow it all the way to Story. From there, you could return to Indy as creatively as you would like. Happy writing, everyone.